Hiya, and welcome back to Psychic Connections, the game that teaches us that Aiden, you do not pull off that outfit. You do not pull off that outfit. Put on the maid outfit. Anyways, let's just hop right in. I'm gonna steal your beret. Ah, shit. Right off the bat. Who are we truthing or daring? Hey, Elliot is hot. I don't want to hear shit. Elliot is hot. Dare. Oh, I really thought he might pick truth, though thinking about it, I can't really think of a good dare for Jude. Take a drink of Elliot's lager? At a second thought, Jude starts taking his shirt off. Goddamn! Whoa, what are you doing? I'm not drinking that, so I'm taking off my shirt, obviously. Feels like tap on my shoulder, and I turn my attention towards Zoe. The red panda leans into my ear and begins whispering. Jude doesn't drink alcohol. It's a big deal to him, so we try not to force him. You didn't know, which is why he isn't getting mad, but don't ask him to do that again. I didn't realize it was anything serious, although him declining a drink earlier should have been a hint that he doesn't drink. I seriously don't have any good dares for Jude, not without worrying about hurting his feelings. Okay, what about 200 push-ups? Easy. Jude quickly moves himself to the ground and plants himself into a plank position, then begins ascending and descending his upper body in rapid succession. His muscles pulse and flex with every rep. His form is perfect, and watching each motion is almost hypnotizing. I'm so glad he had to take his shirt off before this. In a matter of seconds, Jude finishes an impressive set of push-ups, barely breaking a sweat. Pretty sure that was enough. It certainly was. It was a good show, too. Jude mutters a curse under his breath before shaking his head and retaking his seat. It's his turn once again. Jude, you did the dare. You can put your shirt back on now. Oh, right. Jude slips his shirt back on. I watch as he slides the tank top straps along his antlers before it's properly situated on his shoulders. Watching him put on his clothes is rather interesting, but it's his turn now. He might try to get me back for my attempted dare. Jude scans all of us. His eyes linger on me for a moment, and I feel a lump forming in my throat. Thankfully, his gaze settles on Quinn, and I'm flooded with relief instead of dread. Quinn, truth or dare?
Dare.
Jude grins, and Quinn realizes he's made a mistake he can't take back. I want you to prank call one of your teachers. I gotta reread this. I'm just gonna reread the truth or dare section because it's beautiful. What? That's so juvenile. It's my dare, so I decide. You sure you're up for that, Quinn?
What? Yeah, totally. It should be a piece of cake. I mean, I just call, make a joke, and then hang up real quick.
Quinn pulls out his phone and quickly starts tapping on his phone. He puts it on speaker, allowing us to hear everything. The voice I hear is familiar to me, and it becomes rapidly apparent which instructor he called. Hello?
Hi, yes, is this John Breyer?
Yes, that's me.
Tell me, is your refrigerator running?
Really? This old joke? He'll be lucky to finish before Mr. Breyer hangs up on him. Before this goes any further, you're aware I have caller ID, right, Quinn? Additionally, I have your number because you submitted your contact information as part of the online course registration system. Quinn stands there, mouth agape, nearly paralyzed with fear.
Sorry, wrong number.
He quickly hangs up on Mr. Breyer and he breathes a sigh of relief, but I can tell he's much tenser than he was before. I didn't even know the teachers had our numbers, although I guess it makes sense if they need to contact us in an emergency. Well, that could have gone worse. It could have gone better too. I say we try to keep Quinn from getting expelled for the rest of this. Agreed. Quinn grimaces, nodding meekly in agreement. His dare might not have gone well, but it's now Quinn's turn. He begins scanning each of us, trying to decide who the best person to pick is. After that last dare, I bet he picks
Mason, truth or dare?
Huh? But what about... Quinn looks at me expectantly, and I remember that this game is going to last a couple rounds. I shouldn't expect him just immediately pick Jude like that. He'll need a little bit to come up with something anyway. Okay, are we taking truth or dare? Just gonna get comfortable. Aiden is the one who looks like a fucking goon. He looks like an asshole. He looks like an asshat.
I dare you to tell me how you got the scar on the back of your head.
What? You can't just bend a dare into a truth like that.
I don't remember us going over that in the ground rules.
Mama ain't raised no bitch. No, she didn't. Mama didn't raise no bitch. Ah, fuck! Ow! Ow! Wait, hang on. can't fucking snap. I gained my ability to snap after 8 fucking years of not being able to, and now I can't. Fuck!
I don't remember us going over that in the ground rules.
Isn't it, like, implied? It should be, but I'm saying we make an exception just this once, because I'm curious, too. You know, Zoe, most friend groups are a democracy, but this is beginning to feel like mob rule. I wasn't expecting him to ask about this. It's pretty faded, but it's not like the others haven't been looking at the back of my head often. Everyone's attention is on me now. So Mama did raise a bitch, huh? No, she didn't. My fingers really said I wasn't slay enough, girl. Wait. There we go, it's back. It's back now. Kind of. Not really. There we go. Have you tried taking them off? I don't think I can detach my fingers. Pretty sure I need them. Like Po from Kung Fu Panda. Hey, yo. Everyone's attention is now on me. No doubt waiting for me to regale some epic story about how I got the scar. I guess now is as good a time as any. So a while back, I was in a bit of a car accident and it left me pretty banged up. I was recovering well after a couple of weeks, but I didn't wake up. The scar back here is from when they removed something they found lodged in my brain that they thought kept me from waking up. Apparently there was a lot of debate on if they should remove it, given it was located close to my spinal cord. Anyway, the scar is from that surgery, and as you can see, it didn't leave me a vegetable. I finished my story, and everyone looks at me wide-eyed like I dropped some kind of huge bombshell. They're looking at me differently. Do they think I'm weird now? Are they seriously judging me? Who are they to?
Holy crap, that's amazing!
What?
So you had a wicked car accident and survived impossible surgery?
I mean, I guess. Quinn, it's hardly amazing. Mason just told us his tragic story and how he lost a few weeks of his life. I have to imagine recovery wasn't easy. I noticed what he said and I almost considered letting it slide, but I know better, I need to be honest. Actually, it was more than a few weeks, they were wrong. Removing the object didn't wake me up. Everyone goes quiet, rapidly listening to my words. I feel my palms shaking as I try to motivate myself to finish. How long? Almost 2 years.
You were in a coma for 2 years? That's like forever.
It's remarkable you're even standing. Most people suffer from varying degrees of brain damage from long-term comas. I guess you got a tough nut in that dome of yours. Everyone begins laughing and smiling, and in a moment I realize how foolish I'd been acting. Why did I think they'd judge me? Sure, it's strange, but people who care about you shouldn't treat you differently for something you couldn't control. Is that it? Do they care about me? This epiphany hits me hard, and I almost don't even notice the tears falling from my eyes. I quickly put a stop to the waterworks, wiping the stray drops from my face. Thankfully, I don't think anyone catches it. Alright, that's enough sap. I'm ready for more fun. Looking at Elliot, I can see his patience waiting for his turn has run thin. Aiden, truth or dare? Truth. Why do you want to go into business? What? You know why. Maybe, but it's been a long while since I've asked. I want to go into business because it's what I've spent my whole life being groomed for. Additionally, I'm quite good at it. And thanks to my personal assets, he says this last line while pointing at his head. I can't imagine I'll be outdone by any of my competitors.
You have a backup plan, though? Like, just in case something...
I don't need a backup plan. There is nothing that could possibly stop me. Jude rolls his eyes at this, and I can't blame him. Even if he's right, what Aiden's saying is a bit arrogant. Life can be full of surprises, and we can't just assume everything will go our way. I wonder if Aiden realizes this. Now it's my turn. Elliot, truth or dare? Truth. When was the last time you'd had contact with Liam? Isn't asking about a previous relationship a bit personal? He was clearly trying to get something out of me, so why shouldn't I be allowed to do the same? Even so, this seems... I met with him a couple days ago. Elliot's ears flatten and his tail droops low. He almost looks ashamed somehow. Did he try convincing you to get back together with him? The topic came up. But you said no, right? After all, he cheated on you. So naturally, you said no, right? I didn't give him an answer. Elliot, please tell me you aren't even considering it. No, I'm not. It's hard. There's so much history there, and I thought I'd be over it by now. Besides, maybe he's People like that don't change. He's trash, and you should be kicking him to the curb, not getting all wishy-washy.
You can do way better than that guy, Elliot. You just gotta put yourself out there.
Like I haven't been already. Elliot's eyes meet mine for a moment before looking at the others with a meek expression. I won't get back with him. Good. Every time I see him strolling around, I feel like I may lose my lunch. Alright, let's shift this to a feel-good subject. Jude, truth or dare? Dare. I dare you to give Aiden a compliment. What? You heard me. I want you to say something genuinely nice to him. I look at Zoe incredulously and she winks in my direction. Is this how she plans to resolve the issues with Aiden and Jude? Whatever, I don't know. You can't think of one good thing to say to Aiden? No, just give me a minute. Aiden looks at Jude with amused curiosity. He doesn't seem to be surprised with how much the caribou is struggling to come up with anything. I guess I'm impressed with how you managed to balance your schedule. I'm always struggling to balance 2 jobs, helping my mom and this. No idea how you do it.
Aww.
Based on the expression on Aiden's face, I'd almost think he's actually a little touched. Well, it helps that Aiden's a glutton for punishment. I'm pretty sure he only sleeps 6 hours a day. Oh, like you're one to talk. At least I spend my time being productive, whereas you're all over the place. The two bicker between themselves like an old married couple, and I do my best not to laugh at their antics. It's my turn anyway, so I'll need to pick someone again. Okay, who are we going to truth or dare? Okay. Truth. Okay, think, Mason. What's a good thing to ask Aiden? Supposedly he's... this heir to this big company. Then maybe... You're making money from that big company your father runs. How much do you have saved up? Oh, that... No. 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 Elliot! Dare. A dare for Elliot. I should probably make this a good one. I dare you to send a picture of your junk to a complete stranger. There's no way he'll do it. No, because I try to avoid those topics. It's not a way... Amethyst, it's not a way to diss on him. It's the fact that discussions like that make me incredibly uncomfortable. I am here. I do this for... I do these to have a good time, not to be uncomfortable. I do it for fun. I'm not dissing on him. I am simply avoiding a topic that actively makes me uncomfortable. There's no way he'll do it. That seems rather risque. Does that mean you give up? Elliot flashes me a sly smile and pulls out his phone. Undoing his belt buckle, he slips the phone under his pants and a distinct click is heard. We all shout out a few random numbers and within moments, his dare is complete. Oh, don't worry about it, Raj. Don't worry about it. You'll have to try harder than that to get me. You didn't even flinch at the idea, though. Sure, it's a stranger. What's the risk? But, like, I'd still have thought about it for at least a minute. I certainly won't be sending anyone pictures of my badge if I can help it. I guess I'm just a little more adventurous than some of you, then. Adventurous? Somehow that doesn't feel like the right word. Carefree or impulsive might be closer. Regardless, none of us can dispute Elliot completed the dare I gave him, and it becomes Jude's turn. Next round of dares start, and something interesting happens after Jude dares Quinn to put his legs behind his head. Not the contortionist act that Quinn does, that was an unsettling display of anatomy. Quinn asks Aiden to say something he likes about Jude. Aiden was flustered, but he gave an answer. He admitted to admiring Jude's conviction. When it was Ellie's turn again, he got Jude to admit being frustrated with Aiden's way of doing things without asking first. By the time it becomes Zoe's turn again, Aiden had enough. That's it, no more. I get what you all are trying to do, but it's ridiculous.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
I thought we were engaging in a game, but you all have turned it into a counseling
It's time
session.
to drink water.
If you don't like it, then stop picking truth and choose dare. Fine. Dare. And don't even think about twisting it into a truth. Elliot leans over and whispers into Zoe's ear. Her face lights up and she begins giggling. Alright. I dare you to do whatever the next dare is. What, you couldn't come up with one? Fine. Great, in that case, I think we should also reverse the turn in order to change things up. Wait, how is that fair? Well, then we'll put it to a vote. All in favor? Zoe raises her hand in the air, as does Elliot, who's currently crouched next to Quinn, whispering. Quinn's eyes light up and his hand shoots upward as well. Jude and Aiden don't raise their hands, and Zoe looks at me expectantly. Even if I don't raise my hand, the best I can do is tie the vote. Okay, are we raising our hand or not? I already know what's coming. Raise our foot. Ah. What runs through your veins, Elliot? I stay perfectly still. Zoe looks disappointed. I don't know what they're planning, and it was supposed to be my turn next anyway. Alright, it's a tie, so how about we decide it by coin toss? To hell with it. Jude then raises his hand.
You change your mind?
Not really, but I know we're just gonna argue all night on how best to break this tie. No, I don't want to hear any moaning and groaning when it doesn't go the way you want.
Alright, that's a majority then. That means it's your turn, Elliot.
Elliot's mouth splits into the widest grin I've ever seen. It's almost intimidating.
Alright, Jude.
Truth or dare? Jude thinks for a moment. He looks at Elliot and Zoe trying to read the situation.
Dare. It better be a good one.
Oh, it is. I dare you and Aiden to go skinny dipping in the lake down the hill.
What?
Everything goes quiet. Jude stands there with his mouth agape and Aiden looks equally flabbergasted. I expected Elliot would suggest something absurd, but that's even crazier than I expected. There's no way either of them are going to do that. Just I'm thinking this, Jude removes his shirt. At first I assume he chose to pass on the dare, but then he starts undoing his pants.
You idiot, what the hell are you doing? What's it look like? I'm getting ready to get in the water.
That's absurd. The punishment is to remove a single article of clothing. Why would you agree to this?
Meh. It's fine if your skin isn't thick enough to do this. Maybe you're just embarrassed. Well, I'll see you.
God damn. Damn. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the sensor. I could get into a lot of trouble if I don't. So yeah,
maybe you're just embarrassed.
It is not. Aiden begins fuming, but before I know it, he starts ripping off his ridiculous scout uniform. Elliot and Zoe take in the sight with twisted pleasure while Quinn bounces with glee. This is stupid. Why are they both trying to act so macho? The two remove article after article of clothing while making their way towards the lake. I saw the lake from afar at the camp. It looked more like a pond from higher up, but getting close like this, I'm able to see how beautiful it really is. The moon is reflecting off of the cool waters, and the sight is further enhanced by two gentlemen reduced to just their underwear. Aiden's underwear is very practical and possibly new. Meanwhile, Jude's looks worn down, and I can't not notice the impressive, Alright, you two, lose the undies or it doesn't count.
You're all enjoying this way too much.
Does that mean you're giving up?
No!
Oh. Aiden's expression. Aiden's expression. Jude quickly pulls down his boxer briefs and exposes him to all of us. My eyes be... I'm sorry, but now Jude's facial expression. I'm not reading that shit. Two quickly turn tail and run towards the water as fast as they can. Even their butts look nice.
Gah, it's cold. Are we far enough in yet? Oh, lighten up. It's not that bad.
Easy for you to see. I don't have nearly as much blood flow as there's you do. Jude starts laughing loudly. This might be the first time I've seen him laugh like that, and Aiden joins him before long. This is so stupid. We're in a lake, dead of night, naked. The two continue laughing aloud, and I also can't help but think about the humor of this entire thing. Not even a week ago, they were both at each other's throats, and now they both look like naked idiots. Oh. Well, hello. I'm pulled out of this thought bubble by the rustling behind me. I turn to look at what it is and immediately met with a white flash and dark shadow sprinting into the water. Quinn, in all of his glory, runs along the dock and dives into the water while Elliot launches himself like a cannonball. Evidently, an informal and silent decision was made to go skinny dipping as a group. Before long, they're all tugging at one another, splashing about loudly. You gonna go join them? I don't think that's really for me. Why? We're just gonna, What? No, I just... Then is that... Oh. Following the line to Zoe's finger, I look downward and notice Yeah, I'm not reading that. Shit, sorry. Hey, cool it. It's not a big deal. They're all cute guys. I get it. I don't blame you for liking one of them that way. They're all good people. So, which is it? Which is what? Which one of the guys is getting you all flustered? You can tell me. I'm good about keeping secrets. Who says I like any of them? We've already established that you like at least one of them physically. I just want to know if you like any of them romantically. I swear this woman might be one of the nosiest people I've ever met. Can I just not say? You could, but then you'd spend the rest of the weekend with me pestering you to tell me. I can definitely picture that, and it seems like the worst way to spend the rest of this trip. There's no harm in telling her, I know that, yet somehow this feels like an important question. As if answering this question could have some serious implications. But I've already decided to be honest with her and myself. But I have to wonder, which one do I like the most? Yeah, it's Jude. You can't see him, but yeah. Okay. It's a Jude. Really? I guess you really like a challenge, huh? For his sake, I really hope it works out. What do you mean? Hey! Zoe picks me up and begins dragging me towards the dock. How is she this strong that she can carry me like this? Am I just that light? I know I've lost a lot of weight, but this can't be normal. In moments, I go tumbling into the murky waters. Water quickly filling my nose as I flail my way back to the surface. Upon reaching the surface, Zoe cackles like a supervillain from the docks and jumps in after me. I swim away from her to join the others who are all standing on the submerged coast.
Don't let him get away!
Quickly, Elliot and Jude grab me, and I find myself surrounded by 4 naked studs with a naked panda pursuing me. Oh, no, you don't. We're all in the water, so you're staying. What about Jericho? He's over at camp. Rising from beneath the water's surface, a nude bull appears between all of us. Actually, I got it a while ago. I can watch Aiden easier from here. I don't need you this close. I'm not in danger. Maybe not, though it's best to play it safe. I can't afford to lose my stable income. What the hell? Why are you all so weird? Ah, don't be like that. You love us, and you know it. I desperately try to escape, but alas, I am forced to surrender to their nonsensical fun in the water. After a series of gags and hijinks in the lake, Jericho intercepts our fun and declares Aiden has been in the water too long and runs the risk of getting sick. Now I'm cold and wet and my clothes are soaked. I duck behind some trees to change out of my wet clothes and into the only other garments I packed. A single pair of spare underwear. Walking out from the trees, I bump into Quinn, who is wrapped in a large towel.
Mason, you're still wet.
Well, yeah, I decided not to bring a towel or anything. I didn't think I'd be doing anything to get my clothes ruined.
Here, I've got a spare you can use, although it's a little small.
Quinn hands me a small bath towel, and I do my best to wrap it around myself to no avail. What the hell, everyone else is running around naked or half naked anyway, right?
That's a spirit. Hey, so maybe this is a bad time, but when we're in the dorms, I've been wearing more clothes than I used to, and it's made sleeping a little difficult.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, I normally sleep naked. I was just wondering if that would bother you.
Wait, so he's asking me if I'm fine with him basically sleeping in the buff in our dorm room? I mean, I don't think it's the worst thing, but I don't know. I feel like it could lead to some awkward situations. Do we mind or underwear minimum? Look it back. Oh, you mind? Yeah. Oh, hiya! Welcome! Underwear minimum. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. Can we compromise, maybe require a minimum of underwear?
That's perfect. I can totally settle for that.
I don't know if that was the right thing, but I don't want to be a bad roommate to Quinn. Letting him be completely nude all the time was out of the question, though. Hey, guys, get over here. Zoe calls everyone to the campfire where Jude and Elliot are already seated, drying off with towels and wearing only their underwear. So, we've got 3 tents and 6 of us. Jericho's already decided he wants to sleep in the vehicle he drove here in. So, we're going to pair off. Quinn and Elliot, you'll share a tent while Aiden and I will share the other tent, which means Mason will be bunking with Jude. Does that sound good to everyone? Zoe looks at me and gives me a wink. She totally split us up like... She totally split this up so that I'd be sharing a tent with Jude. Oh, shit. She's so manipulative, but what does she think is going to happen? We're surrounded by our friends. It's not like we do anything weird. I don't even think Jude feels that way towards me, or guys in general. Sure, there might have been a weird moment here or there, but nothing concrete. I do my best to brush these thoughts out of my mind. It's not important to think about this right now.
Hey,
Hey, Jude. Sorry you got stuck with me.
It's fine, I don't mind.
Still, I'm sure you would rather share a tent with Quinn.
No, really, he snores and it's annoying.
He's not wrong about the snoring. I've noticed it at least once now. And I can see how it might bother someone. I wonder if that means Jude is a light sleeper. I actually don't even know if I snore. Hopefully not, otherwise it's going to be a rough night.
Anyway, I'm gonna set my bag up and hit the hay.
Sure thing. Bag? Wait, I don't have... I'm an idiot. I didn't pack a sleeping bag. How did that not even occur to me until just now? Why would I pack a sleeping bag? It's clearly an essential. What was I planning? To sleep on the ground and make a pillow out of rocks?
You okay?
No, I forgot my sleeping bag.
Seriously, how do you forget something like that?
Hey, don't give me crap. I don't exactly go camping all that often.
So what are you going to do? Sleep on the cold, wet ground?
I mean, I guess I could probably borrow Elliot's keys and go sleep in his truck. Thinking about it, Elliot's truck did have carpeted seats, and the cushioning was soft. Better than the ground, at least.
That seems excessive. How about I just share mine?
What?
What?
Jude looks at me frankly for a moment. It makes sense, but I don't think it occurred to him until his eyes drifted downward.
Oh, I guess I wasn't thinking about how little we're wearing.
Yeah, I don't want to make you uncomfortable, Jude, so I'll just...
It's fine, I can handle it.
Jude says this, but he's barely even looking at me. He moves over to his sleeping bag and opens it up.
Get over here.
Jude pats the side of his sleeping bag. I reluctantly go along with this, though I'm sure once I lay down he'll probably shove me out of the bag. As I scooch up against him, I gingerly lean my back into his chest. Jude then surprises me by bringing his arm around me, pulling me closer to him. After being pulled against his body, the first thing I notice is the warmth. His fur is surprisingly soft, and there's a definite heat emanating from him. Are you sure this is okay?
Shut up, it's fine, I'll go to sleep.
Not everything is made of blocks. Ah! Oh. He says it's fine, but this close to him, I can hear his heartbeat. It sounds like a drum pounding through his chest. My mind briefly recalls the image of Jude's bathed in moonlight. Something that like that is... Why isn't he wearing pants anyway? Unlike me, he's practically dry and clothes to change into. Oh god, I'm acting like Elliot. I am not a pervert. I'm not... My eyelids feel heavy. Darkness. Nothing. Like a void. A moment etched between nothing and eternity. I've been here before, and I know this feeling. I'm not alone. Yeah, I'm just going to hold down control. Anger and denial are a serious concoction. And add in some stress, and before you know it... Well, I suppose it's just a matter of time before he reaches a boiling point. Fuck! Fuck! This is what happens when you go too hard. Shit. That's what happens when you go too hard. Now, you have a choice to make. You could either decide on a route now, and then do that, and then immediately go into it, or we could just leave off tonight. Skipped right out of the game. I know. That's all for Jude's route. Yeah, I figured. They're still cute, though. So cute. Yeah. It's early. Yeah. Yeah, it's early. I do have projects that I can work on, but I'd much rather do this. Quinn or Elliot? Quinn or Elliot? Take your pick. We'll just start one of those now. You were doing Quinn. Elliot, again, iconic. Yeah. We're doing Quinn. Head back to school. I think I'll join you guys on the walk back. My class isn't until later, but if I don't come up with anything else, I can just head back to my room. See, Quinn? Mason here is taking his studies seriously, and you should be too.
I'll get right on it, Mom.
Hey, I'll walk back with you guys too, probably for the best before I get another espresso. We all motion towards the exit to the cafe. Elliot waves a goodbye while Jude simply stares at us as we leave. Thankfully, the sun is out and shining today. The slight chill I felt this morning has become a comfortably cool breeze. We begin walking towards the campus. Quinn and Zoe are chattering away while Aiden trails behind us. Seriously, it was the drunkest I'd ever been.
I don't know, Zoe. Do you remember Jude's last birthday?
Correction, it's the drunkest I can remember being.
I'm glad I had to be sober. It was some of the funniest stuff I'd ever seen. Seriously. She gave Jude a lap dance.
Hey, I bet I was pretty sexy. Considering you could barely keep your balance and Jude was radiating discomfort, I don't think sexy is the word I'd use.
Speaking of, it's coming up again in a couple months, so keep your calendars open.
The man is turning 24. Do we really need to celebrate every birthday? Yes, because who knows how many more we'll get to celebrate together. We're graduating next year, Aiden. Besides, I know why you really don't want to celebrate. Aiden shifts in what I can only assume is discomfort. Why? Do you not like parties or something? Aiden doesn't like spending too much time around Jude. Well, he doesn't exactly make it easy to spend time with him.
That's true, but we all know it's more than that.
What do you mean? Well, I'm sure you've probably noticed by now that Jude is a little intense. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything.
Jude is... Well, it's not so much that he's intense, rather he's very... passionate. It makes him and Aiden a little less compatible.
Somehow I'm still not following. Are they trying to say Aiden's too reserved? Less compatible how? It's a burden of my empathic abilities. I tend to get a bit swept up in strong waves of emotion. So because Jude tends to feel things so strongly, it affects you. Exactly. It's why I find myself becoming more argumentative around Jude. I still remember when you screamed at that mom on the plane. Well, her child was crying and she was just idly watching a movie. Outside of being neglectful, I was doing everyone on the plane a service. Somehow, I think more people just assumed you were a pompous ass who couldn't handle sitting in front of a crying baby. I wouldn't have had to do that if you'd not insisted we give that older couple our first-class tickets.
Regardless of your issues, Aiden, you have to be there. You too, Mason. I've got the perfect plan this year.
I have to come? I don't even know what to bring.
Don't worry about it. You've only just met, so chances are anything you got him would work.
Just don't get him what Elliot got him 2 years ago. What did Elliot get him? A book with a series of pickup lines and date ideas.
Yeah, I get Elliot was trying to nudge Jude to get out there, but there isn't a universe he was ever going to use that.
So, what was the plan this year?
It's a secret.
If it's a secret, then how exactly do we prepare appropriately?
Don't worry, all of the preparations will be made ahead of time.
How cryptic. I'm not too sure how I feel about a mystery birthday party. Jude doesn't strike me as someone who would enjoy a surprise party. Although if he really does know what's about to happen, I can't imagine that kind of party would work either.
Oh, wait, hang on. I need to stop here to grab a bite.
Quinn points to a small corner store. It looks a bit run down. Really, Quinn? Couldn't you wait until after your class?
No, Aiden, I really can't. I'm hungry, and there's only one thing that will fill me up right now.
Please don't say instant
noodles!
Oh, hang on. Drax, before I forget. Is there a Discord server for this game? Because I don't know if there is. Before Aiden can protest further, the bunny bounds onwards into the small store. Aiden simply stands there shaking his head while Zoe simply chuckles as if this were an expected outcome of our trip. One of us should probably go in there just to make sure he doesn't take too long. Oh, there isn't? Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, we're going. We'll be right here when you're done. Just try not to take too long. Oh, okay. It's for patrons. Understandable. I nod and quickly move to catch up to the rabbit ahead of me. Entering the small store, the first thing I notice is a strong stench of tobacco. It's almost nauseating. I see Quinn moving down one of the small aisles and pursue him. Turning the corner, I see him ducked down looking at various packages. He turns to me holding 2 instant ramen noodle cups.
Hey, Mason, help me out. Which flavor should I get? On one hand, I love the chili flavor. On the other, I've never tried the lime one.
What? Wow. Chili ramen or lime ramen? I'm not too knowledgeable on ramen, so I don't fucking know. Lime ramen? Ah. Fuck it, let's do lime. It never hurts to try something new, and you never know when you might get another chance.
I like the way you think, and I totally agree. I'll get the lime flavor then. Worst case scenario, I hate it and never get it again.
I nod as Quinn puts the chili-flavored cup back. He then moves to the drink section of the store while I trail behind him.
So, how are you holding up?
What do you mean?
You know, with all of us being crazy people with otherworldly powers.
Oh, I mean, I guess fine? Thinking about it, I had calmed down quite a bit from the initial shock. It's certainly still strange to me, yet I don't exactly feel repulsed by it.
You don't think we're monsters about to sprout third eyes or tentacles or something?
Well, if you do, I'll be sure to run away. For now, though, I think I'm safe to learn more about all of this.
Well, I'm glad we didn't scare you off. I guess, technically, I knew that it'd work out one way or another, and it's been a while since something's happened to make me doubt my visions.
Do they really always come true?
Yep, every time, no matter what I do or who I tell about them, they always happen exactly as I see them. Although, it took me a while to figure out the difference between visions and some of my more realistic dreams. I was once convinced that I was going to find myself naked on stage at school during a play. Thankfully, it was just a stress dream.
Still, though, that's pretty neat being able to see the future. Right?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my vision that tells me the winning lottery numbers, though.
We laugh at the notion, but thinking about it, that'd be quite abusable if Quinn could control what he saw. It's also interesting to know that he can't prevent his visions from coming true. Almost like the timeline he sees accounts for him seeing into the future. I wonder what kind of implications this has on those time travel movies, because it would imply time already accounts for any interference. Oh, hiya!
Hello? Earth to Mason? You good?
While I was contemplating the implications of time and space, Quinn had already paid for his noodles and carrot juice. I must have been too lost in thought. Yeah, sorry, you just got me thinking about stuff.
Oh, yeah? Well, be sure to tell me about it on the way back. Come on, Aiden's bound to be fuming at this point.
We walk back out of the store to find Aiden and Zoe at the side of the building. Aiden tapping his foot, staring at his watch.
You're back!
I hope you enjoyed your short shopping spree. We better get moving if you want to get to class on time.
Sorry, Aiden. I got with the hard choice of which noodle flavor I wanted.
Really? Quinn, surely you could eat something more fulfilling.
You know what?
Quinn stops himself as he looks at me. He closes his mouth and takes a deep breath.
I appreciate your input, Aiden, but I like what I like. Besides, it's something I can make while I grab my backpack from my room.
Does your room have a microwave?
Yeah, I tend to make popcorn whenever I'm on a late-night binge, which is like every night.
Whatever, we need to get moving. You got what you needed, so let's get going. As pushy as he was being, Aiden was right. We needed to get going if Quinn wanted to make it on time. Oh my god, thank you for the follow! Oh, thank you for the follow! Aiden, real quick. Quick lesson. Quick lesson on men, I think. The Theta Men lesson 1, or whatever. Don't fuck with the man's food. Especially his peanut butter and ramen. Don't fuck with that shit. Don't fuck with that shit. I learned that shit the hard way. I was at a summer camp once. Well, first off, someone trashed a counselor's room. It was at a college. It was at a local college. Someone had trashed a counselor's room. And what he did, what these guys did was First off, they ripped all the drawers out of the dresser, threw his clothes everywhere, ripped the mattress off of his bed. It's normal in the United States, I think. I don't know. It's normal for teenagers. Did all that, unplugged his Xbox, wrapped a tampon around his controller, and hung them from the ceiling, crushed his ramen, threw it everywhere, and then put a wet tampon in his peanut butter. He was pissed. It was like 9 p.m. I was just sitting in bed doing my own thing when he opens up his door, slams it as hard as he can, and proceeded to shout at the top of his lungs, "Lights out! Everyone get your ass to bed." He was pissed. He was pissed. I remember fearing for my life. Granted, I could be misremembering it because it happened like 5 years ago. But it was fucking terrifying. But yeah, that's why do not fuck with a man's food. Looking back, it's fucking hilarious. But back then, it was horrible. Just don't fuck with a man's food. Do not fuck with a man's food. You will die. As pushy as he was being, Aiden was right. We need to get going if Quinn wanted to make it on time. The rest of the walk was fairly uneventful. We all went our separate ways once we got back to campus. And now we're just holding down control. Obviously, we gotta text Quinn. Quext. Fuck my life. Quext. Chances are Quinn isn't in class right now, and seems like he'd enjoy the conversation. Actually, even if he was in class, he'd probably still welcome the distraction. Hey, bunny boy.
Howdy, dog dude. What's up?
Nothing much. Thought I'd see what you're up to.
Not much. Just binging a show.
Yeah, anything good?
Only if you're into musical shows.
Oh shit, he's watching Hazbin Hotel.
Ever watch Dusk Harmonies?
The fuck is that? I'm not overly familiar with Dusk Harmonies. It came out shortly after my accident, but I have heard of it. It's been a popular show for the various issues it's tackled, as well as the diverse cast representation. Can't say I have, though I know the lead actor is pretty cute.
OMG, for real, he is. Oh, whoa.
He just fucking oh-woed.
I made him my screensaver after seeing season 1. I don't think my roommate appreciates me watching my shows, though.
You don't think so?
Lol, he got really mad at me for staying too late watching internet videos. He was all grumpy and said he'd smash my computer if I didn't go to bed.
Do you really think he'd do that?
Nah, I doubt it. Though I know I gotta be careful not to overstep. Oh. But college is learning how to be more mindful of others, I guess.
Well, let Zoe know if you have any problems with that guy. I'm sure she could do something with being an RA.
I will.
I can't escape this feeling of unease from this conversation, though even if he isn't saying it, I'm sure Quinn wants me to switch the topic. So, how were the lime noodles?
OMG, so good.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think they'd taste as good as they did. I'm def getting more in the future. I'll get some for you, too. Don't pretend like you don't want any.
Admittedly, I have been a bit curious ever since he bought it. Quexting. Quexting! Quext! I mean, it surely can't be that good. Lime flavoring is very rarely done right. Maybe Quinn is really just trying to prank me right now. I guess I do a little bit.
I knew you're a fellow noodle lover. Maybe we can all go out sometime and get noodles together.
That sounds pretty nice.
Oops, I gotta go, Mason. My roommate is giving me a look right now. I should probably start shutting down over here.
Oh, okay, good night, I guess.
Sweet dreams.
That was a pretty abrupt ending to the conversation. I'm not sure how I feel about this roommate Quinn has. He sounds pretty abrasive. Maybe it's none of my business, though. In fact, I'm probably being concerned about nothing. Are we walking around campus or going back to the dorms? Either way, we can hold down control. Either way, we're holding down control. And oh my god, spaghetti sounds so fucking good right now. Spaghetti with meatballs sounds so fucking good right now. God damn. Right? I would kill a bitch. I would kill a bitch for some spaghetti. Like, it just sounds so fucking good. I'm gonna have to make some at some point. Are we siding with Zoe or Aiden? They about to kill a bitch for a plate of spaghetti. He is homophobic. Wait, who's homophobic? Wait, who's homophobic? Aiden. Oh, Aiden's homophobic. Okay. You got it. Yeah, we already read all half this shit. Is that I know Aiden said being around Jude is difficult because he's more emotional than most, but even so, it shouldn't require him to be coerced into coming, right? Oh, for a second I thought you were saying that Aiden was homophobic. Or they're going to the library or the cafe. I whole ass thought you were saying that Aiden is homophobic. Congratulations, you still have him. Meanwhile, all of us will be on our little construction crew with Elliot constructing him some happiness. Yeah. All this, we already read all this. Walking around the side, I find Quinn and Elliot sitting together at a table. I guess Quinn decided to attempt converting Elliot to his noodle-loving ways. I really don't know. It just smells strange. Oh god, I can do that better. Ah, fuck. I feel like I can do it better, though. But I'm not going to. Well, I can tell you're not listening to me anymore. I guess a sip won't kill me. ASMR. Yeah, I can do some ASMR. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that with my glasses in there. I probably shouldn't. Oh, here we go, here we go. There you go, ASMR. Congratulations. Yeah, I should probably actually put these on. I'm putting them on. I'm putting them on. Loved that ASMR. Alright, they're still good. They're still good. Alright, I'm actually wearing my glasses now. I'm not even sure how to describe that.
I believe you mean different and unique. So good.
If you say so. You two look like you're enjoying yourselves.
Mason, I wish I'd known you were stopping by. I would have brought some noodles for you.
Evidently, you were very lucky.
As if I would have asked, but like I was telling Elliot, my phone broke this morning.
It broke? How did that happen? The bunny shuffles his legs and motions me closer with an excited expression.
Okay, so it was like this. I woke up late this morning. I set my alarm for 8 o'clock, yet somehow I woke up at 9:22.
Are you sure you set your alarm then?
So I freaked out a bit, fell out of bed, and then I began jumping all over the place trying to find clean clothes to wear.
I'm sure your roommate appreciated you running around your room naked.
He wasn't there, thank God. Really don't want to think about how that would have gone down.
I want to eat some noodles with Quinn. Lady and the Tramp style.
Right? I so bad want some fucking spaghetti. It sounds so good.
Anyway, so I got dressed, and in a hurry I saw the group chat going off, and I freaking dropped my phone.
Well, at least you're okay. We were all pretty worried.
Nah, well, I'm just peachy. Except for the fact that my screen is totally smashed.
This could be a good thing. You were starting to go overboard with the mobile games.
Right. You might as well just ask me to stop breathing.
So how long until you can get it fixed?
That's a difficult question to answer. I think I'll ask Aiden for help. He's the one who got me my last phone.
Why don't you buy it yourself or have your parents buy it for you?
No, unfortunately, I don't exactly have either of those luxuries available to me.
Quinn relaxes back in his seat. I must have said something wrong as his mood seems far worse than it was a minute ago. I look to Elliot for help, who gazes sympathetically at the dejected bunny. I can tell him if you want.
Please don't! Today's already been pretty shitty. It's the last thing I want to talk about.
Clearly, we stepped off on the wrong foot somewhere in this conversation. There has to be a way to turn this around.
Seriously? Okay, so I've got the perfect game if you're fine with gore. It's this indie RPG called The Demon. I was playing it like crazy, at least until my phone broke.
Huh, I didn't think you'd be the horror game type.
You know, I get that a lot, and I don't really get what that means. What exactly is a horror type? Do I have to be wearing all black and have my face pierced to appreciate a good scare?
You got games on your phone? Oh shit, oh shit! Oh shit. Reminds me, I don't know if you were seeing it. Oh, it's... A lot of the work is already done. It's just actually finishing it. I thought about the face piercing thing once. It seemed a bit too extreme, so I just got the ear done instead. What made you decide to get a piercing in the first place? Elliot gave me a look as if I should already have been able to guess. I decided to get it after my last relationship ended badly. It helped me feel like I was still in control. Oh, I'm sorry. Shit, how do I keep hitting these awkward conversation topics? Every time I open my mouth, it's like I step on another landmine. Don't worry about it, it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, sometimes I think the piercing hurt more than the breakup. Well, that certainly can't be true, but I know better than to push that kind of thing. So, what brought you here, Quinn?
Well, like I said, my phone broke. I wanted to hang out with someone, and Ellie's the only one I knew for certain where he'd be.
You make it sound like I'm always here.
You pretty much are, since you never take time off.
I just enjoy working, and someone has to keep everyone in line. Speaking of which, my break is coming to a close, so I'll have to let you both go. The big panther slides out of his chair and pats Quinn on the shoulder. Remember to give that roommate of yours a stern talking to, like I said. Go ahead and make your joke, Cats. He winks at me as he passes by and continues back to his usual work, leaving me alone with Quinn. What was that about your roommate? He's still not giving you trouble, is he?
No, well, yes, but no.
Yeah, I see. That was perfectly clear.
Look, so we've had a couple of rough conversations. I just gotta figure out how he ticks, that's all. I say hi to him and I try to ask him about his day, but he seems almost bothered by me even asking. Just sucks, because I feel like if we're living together, we should at least be trying to get along.
That is a tough situation. I don't have a roommate, so I'm not sure what I'd do in your situation. But to be honest, with how you described him last night, I'm not sure he's worth the effort.
Maybe not, but I owe it to myself to do my best to figure it out. I'm sure I just need to give it some more time.
If you say so.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've got another class coming up in a couple hours, so I should probably be on campus for it.
Not gonna try to skip out on another one?
The only thing I skip is leg day. What about you? Do you have anything else going on?
No, I was just stopping by to say hi. I've actually got to get these coffees back to... I know the two have a general animosity between them, but still, fighting is never a good thing. Especially when it's two people that are in consistent proximity to one another.
Everything alright?
Yeah, I just found myself with some extra coffees and a ton of free time.
Oh, well, did you want to walk back to campus with me?
It's a good question. With no further engagements today, I could head back to campus, though with nothing left to do, I'd probably just return to my room. Alternatively, I could stay here. I might be able to catch another conversation with Elliot if I do. We're gonna walk back or stay here? Well, I think we already know the answer. Quinn's face is just, yes. Quinn's face is just, oh, whoa. Like, okay. Look at that face. Think about it. O-W-O. Oh, whoa. Sure, do you want to take Aiden's coffee?
Ugh! No! You just drink straight black coffee, something to do with efficiency or some other nonsense. Just leave it here. One of the baristas will dump it out.
Shrugging, I leave the drink at the table and just take my own. They're heading out the front of the cafe and Elliot waves as we leave. No! The sun is still shining brightly today. It really is a nice day now that I think about it. Turning back to Quinn, however, I notice his expression is different than usual. He leans against the wall and looks almost sick to his stomach. Are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Was that a vision or something else?
No, that was a premonition. It isn't always like that, but sometimes it's a little intense.
What did you see? Quinn pauses and looks at me. It almost seems like he's looking for something in my face.
Don't worry about it.
What? But I'm curious!
There isn't anything you can do anyway. I've seen it, so I'll tell you after it happens. Anyway, so I was watching another episode of Bovine Mansion.
Time for me to go, guys. I'll leave Automat in my place.
Okay, bye, Raj. Ah!
Always watching.
Fucking Hatsune Miku. Oh my god, it's Hatsune Miku! Quinn continues lamenting over a TV show he was watching the previous night, and I can't seem to pay attention. I feel overcome with frustration? That frustration is stemming from the fact that despite constantly saying he wants to be friends with me, Quinn seems to keep a lot of secrets. Earlier when we were talking with Elliot, and now with his vision, there seems to be so many things Quinn isn't ready to tell me. Why is there a reason I can't know, or does he just not trust me? I'm gonna stop it for the ad. Want to break from the ads? More than anything, more than anything, need you to know I love you more than anything, more than anything, more than anything, need you to know I love you more than anything. Don't do that, Amethyst.
You okay, Mason? You're kind of spacing out over there.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry. I got caught up in my own thoughts. I need to just push this to the side for now.
Something on your mind?
No, just a little tired, I guess. Maybe I needed this coffee more than I thought. I put the cup to my lips and let the nutty drink fill my body with warmth. I think I'm starting to come around to this stuff.
Hey, so I want to ask you something, but can you promise to give me your honest opinion?
Sure.
What do you think about us, like the whole group?
Where the heck is this coming from? I guess if I'm being honest, you're all strange in a good way, I'm not sure yet, or you're all a bunch of weirdos. When will we decide? Next time, because we're leaving off here tonight. Well, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.